Hello everybody, how's it going? My name is Kid Lee, and it's time to take a look at Marvel's Midnight Suns. This is a story-driven tactics game from the developers at Firaxis. And Firaxis, if you don't know, are the developers behind games like Civilization and XCOM. So here in this video, we are going to take a look at this game, and I'm going to show you what this is all about. I'm personally a massive fan of XCOM and Civilization and Marvel, and so this is kind of like a dream game for me. But the real question is does it actually hold up for everything that I want it to be? We'll answer that hopefully at the end of the video. But I think the first thing to start on is let's go ahead and jump into the combat. That's the thing that everybody wants to know about, and it's the centerpiece of so many games. One thing to know is this is a game where you do, in fact, create your own character. This is actually the first time in a game where Marvel has allowed a studio to create a new hero from scratch. And that hero is called the Hunter. You are able to make a male or female version of the character. There's also 3 potential, we'll call it a skill tree, but I'm using that very loosely. There's essentially a light side, a dark side, and then sort of a middle-of-the-road deal. And that is something that happens based on what you do in the game, both decision-making, dialogue options, and what abilities you actually use determines your path. You are able to jump around between the different paths a little bit, but not too much. It's one of those deals where it's like you're playing Mass Effect, and are you going Paragon or Renegade? So it's up to you. Another big question you might have is, what are the actual other heroes in this game that you can play along with your character? So the current list at the time that I'm shooting this video is Blade, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, Hulk, Iron Man, Magic, Nyko, Scarlet Witch, Spider-Man, and Wolverine. And then they've already announced that they're going to be adding more, and the first 4 they're going to add are Deadpool, Storm, Venom, and Morbius. Okay. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the actual combat and let the madness begin. So we are in a location called the Abbey, and this is essentially your home base. This table right here is kind of like your war table. We actually have Iron Man, Tony Stark right there, and another newish character called the Caretaker. So we'll go ahead and we'll select on this, and a bunch of missions will come up. So our purple one here for Spider-Man's is actually our main story mission, which I'm not going to do here in this video. Instead, we have an Operations Assault mission with Iron Man. So I think we will go ahead and do that. One other super quick thing before I actually click into that and we launch into a mission, you might ask, like, as far as the character customization with the other heroes, like, how deep does that get? And you are able to customize the look of the other heroes, and you're able to customize their moveset. Now, one of the things that I've heard about this game that is kind of throwing people off a little bit is if we actually jump into the options here real quick and we jump into my character, again, the Hunter, and we go into Edit Deck, you'll look at this and you'll be like, wait a minute, is this a card game? My response to that would be no. And the reason for that is a couple things. If you think about a standard card game, like Magic, Pokemon, Hearthstone, those games are all about you have a card, and that card has X amount of mana to play it, and it's going to do X amount of damage. That's not how this game works. The best way to think about this game is they have simply put abilities in a square shape or card. But once we actually get into combat, I'll show you a little bit more on how this works. But every character can only carry so many abilities, and these abilities can be upgraded through a couple of different systems in the game. But this is one way that you can actually take a character, and this is, again, this is any character in the game, including your character, and you can say, okay, I want Iron Man to be a tank, or I want Iron Man to be a DPS, or I want my character, the Hunter, to be a support or healer. You can actually do that. You can customize every single hero in the game as far as their abilities. Now, if I back out here for just a second, and let's actually go to Magic as an example here. We'll go into Magic, and again, I can edit her abilities. You can also check out her profile, and it gives a lot of information. And we can actually go under customization as well, and you have combat outfits and Abby outfits. So, as you can see here, I can only see so many at the moment. This is actually a thing where they do keep some hidden, and as you work on different progression levels, you're actually able to unlock more outfits. But just to show you a couple here real quick as some variations, here's the Shadow Witch outfit, here's the Sister Grimm, and some of them even have multiple color variations, which is something, again, you can't necessarily see. It's stuff you have to actually unlock. Let me go over to, let's say, Iron Man here for a second. We'll take a look at some of his customization. So we have the Bleeding Edge suit. We have the Iron Knight suit. There's the Midnight Sun suit, and then, of course, like a regular suit. But, yeah, the customization is pretty decent. If we actually go back to Magic here for a second, and when you're not in combat and you're walking around your base, you can have different outfits, and that's what the Abby outfits are. So, again, here's a few that I have unlocked so far. And then the other kind of weird thing is this game kind of copies from Persona a little bit. So there's actually like a pool area, and all the heroes have swimsuits. Kind of weird for a Marvel game. Let's customize our swimsuits. But, okay, I guess. Kind of strange. We'll get more into that later. But yeah, for now, let's go ahead and select our mission and get into some combat. So we're gonna, Iron Man is a required character this time around, and it's showing us up above here what some of our rewards are gonna be. Now, if you've played XCOM, this screen might look very familiar, where you actually get to select who is going on your fight. So we're gonna take my character, we're gonna take Iron Man, and you know what? Let's go ahead and, oh, I gotta select my character. And then let's see, here we go, Blade. And here's Captain Marvel. As you can probably tell, I don't have all the heroes unlocked yet. Probably like not even half the heroes unlocked yet. Doctor Strange. Here's Magic. So I think we'll take let's take Nico. So we'll have Hunter, Iron Man, and Nico. All right, let's roll. The slow motion walk, because we're a bunch of badasses. All right. So we'll see what the objective is here. Operations Assault. Recover the contents of the blue storage crate. Okay. Think we can do that.
With all of the artifacts and equipment Hydra has been absconding with, it was inevitable we'd catch them unloading equipment somewhere. You'll have to move quickly if we're going to recover any of their equipment.
I can handle it.
Okay, so some of the enemies hold key cards, and the key cards unlock these boxes where I can get additional resources. And I'm probably going to be referencing XCOM a lot in this video, because a lot of the actual combat in this game is very similar to XCOM. So, if you might remember from XCOM 2, there'd be a chance that when you would kill enemies that they would actually drop loot. This is similar, except for the loot is in these boxes, and essentially you have to kill an enemy to get the key card to open up the box. Alright, so let's quickly take a look at the screen here, and I can show you how this works. So I'm kind of covering up, and I'll hide my camera here for a second. As I flip between my different heroes, on that far left side, you'll see what their level is and how much health they have. Down at the bottom, we have our abilities. Again, like I said, I would not consider this a card game. We have our abilities, and then on that far right side, you have card plays, redraws, moves, items, and then you have a heroism 0. So basically how the combat works in this game is you can play 3 abilities per round. If you have an ability that you don't like, you can redraw it. And so we have 2 redraws. The moves is essentially our movement bar for all 3 heroes. So you might remember in XCOM, it was actually per hero. Like a hero could move so far, and that would also determine whether or not they could do like 1 ability, 2 abilities, were they in cover or whatever. And then items are how many crafted items that I have and whether or not I want to use them, but I have 1. Now the heroism, that is something that will build up over time, and that is for using essentially ultimate abilities and your other stronger abilities. So, the battlefield itself is fully 3-dimensional. You can spin the camera around, you can move around. A lot of the items that are in the environment you can interact with. So as an example, there's a crate right here. I could take this crate and I could actually like kick it into these enemies. There's other similar crates where I could take a hero and vault off it, jump in the air, slam down on a guy. There's like these little boxes I can throw at enemies. There's poles that I can pull down on people. So there's like environmental hazards that you have to sort of keep an eye on that could potentially hurt your guys or deal damage to the enemy. All right, so we have to get these crates. We have to kill the guys with the key cards. And we have to defeat the enemies without dying. Now, there is no turn order here, so I can flip between my heroes as often as I want. There's no limit to it. So I could literally go, have Hunter do a move, have Iron Man do a move, go back to Hunter, so forth and so on. Now, when looking at the enemies, you'll notice that the enemies have different icons near their heads. So this one here has like a purple icon, and this guy has a purple icon. That means that these 2 guys are going to attack Nyko. This guy has an Iron Man symbol near his head. He's going to attack Iron Man. This guy and this guy and this guy way over here has like a black and gold star. They're going to attack the Hunter. So I think we need to focus on these keycard guys. So we have this guy right here with 42 HP. This guy's a heavier guy with 52 shield and 105 HP. We got an 84 over here. You are able to hit shift and it will like bring up all the stats. But without further ado, I think it's time to start killing dudes. Question is how do I want to start here? So now this ability right here, you see it's an attack ability that's going to do 18 damage. This is a Hunter ability. It also has forceful knockback. So what I can do here is I say I'm going to select this guy, and you see how much damage it's going to do to him. And now because it's going to knock back, I can choose where I want him to knock back to. I can actually have him knock back into this electricity thing, and it will kill him. I can actually knock him into another guy, which will also kill him, and it'll take that guy's shield down by like 60-some%. I think that's the play here, so let's do that.
You had your chance to escape. Hail that.
All right, and you see we built 1 heroism over here because of that move that I did. I do have a blue key card, and the blue box is actually over here. So I think what I might do here is let's do a quick slash. So it's going to be 15 to damage. It's quick and it's knockback. So quick means that if I can kill this guy, I'm going to get my card refunded. So let's do it. And I'm going to knock him just against this brick wall.
Weak, even for Hydra.
All right. So I'm actually going to come over here and I'm going to grab this box since I'm next to it. All
You've
right.
secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
Thank you. All right, I think it's Iron Man time. We got Blast, which does 18 damage, knockback, and then I could redraw it. We have Mark Targets, which is also not a terrible idea. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. Question is who do I want to mark? Maybe we mark this 84 over here.
Getting it done any way we know how.
The target is clear.
So that actually put Iron Man in a really good spot here. So now what I can do is I can click on this for Iron Man. Oh, and unfortunately the kick radius is just out of range. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Iron Man, I'm going to move him just a little bit.
We've got movement here.
Now if I take this crate and I kick it, I'm actually going to kick it into the guy, and then the guy is going to hit that pole.
I'm saving my energy so we...
He's not dead, though. He's kind of a tough guy. So you'll see down there in the corner, I have no moves left, and I have no ability cards to play. So I'm pretty much done with my turn. Unless there's anything else I can try and do here. But I think I'm done. Since I can't really move. I could, in theory, do that. But actually, I could do this with Nico. And she could actually hit this guy over here. He's just barely in range. It's not going to do that much damage, but... You have to kind of maximize what you're doing in this.
I'll give it a whirl.
Smack that guy good. Now, actually, I could use this one. Actually, no, I can't. It's too far away. What about this one? This one I could do.
This usually works.
That's not good.
No, that's not good. All right, can I... Actually, nope, I'm not close enough for that one. And just to check with everybody else. I think everybody else is out of movement here. And out of the ability to do anything. All right, yep, we're done. All right, enemy's turn.
Hydra Immortalis. Don't think I will forget that.
You're gonna have to try harder than that.
Taking the
So we're
shot.
taking some damage here.
Oh, I'm not gonna forget you.
Ooh, she got knocked down good.
We've got support incoming.
Oh, we got reinforcements. How much HP does
They've armed one of the crates. It's going to explode if you don't get that key.
All right, so we have a short amount of time to get that. Okay, she's at 50%, so we should be okay. Who's got the? You have the red key card, sir. Iron Man, what do you got for me here? Let's try a knockback, I should say. Actually, what I should do. Hold on, I'm gonna reposition Iron Man here. I'm gonna put him over here. Because I want to knock these guys into each other. That's gonna be like the best way to do this. So take this guy. Let's knock him into shield guy here.
Let's do it.
He's not dead, he's too strong.
Whatever gets the job done.
Okay, let's try quick blast here, if possible. That will be enough to kill him.
Sure, why not? How much is Lilith paying you guys anyway?
His gun went flying. That was pretty cool. Hey, oh, she's stunned. Iron Man, can you go over and grab that red card before it blows up? Hey, she's back.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
Don't worry, we should mostly be okay. Okay, I wonder if I can actually do this. Blood for blood, 42. On knockout, restore 28 health to either her or an ally selected randomly. We've all taken a little bit of damage. So this is not a terrible idea. We can kill this really, really big guy. All right, let's play some magic.
Going. This must happen to you all the time.
All right, healing Iron Man, that's fine.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna go ahead and do a regular heal. Get her back up to full.
Behold the light's gift.
Hey, thanks.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let's burn some redraws here. So blast can become stronger if I redraw it. So let's go ahead and do that. And I have no more card plays and no more moves. And you can see heroism's up to a 5. All right, do I have any side abilities that I can do here real quick, like this box? I think the answer to that is a yes. I can knock out this guy.
This should be good.
Who here had the yellow card, by the way? Which one of you nerds? Ah, you. Okay. Unfortunately, he's out of radius. Those guys are out of the radius for the pole. All right, I think we're done again.
Hydra's in control of the situation.
Hey, that hurt.
Yeah, you jerks.
That's not right.
Support units on the move.
That's another heavy unit, I think.
Everything's cool so.
Another of the crates is armed to detonate. Get to that key card.
Yeah, which guy had it again? I lost him. Oh, this guy. All right, there he is. We have a 46 Guardian Strike, or Guarding Strike. That'll one-shot this guy. Let's do it. Hey, it's a level up.
How invigorating.
Who was closest to the... Oh, Iron Man. You're stunned, though. Well, we got him.
That was the last crate. Wipe out the remaining Hydra forces, and let's get you home.
Not a problem, Caretaker. We'll wipe him out. All right. Shall we go blood magic or empower? That's the question right now. Apply 2 blood magic to her or an ally. And blood magic is attack cards have lifesteal. Might just go ahead and do it, maybe Iron Man, even though he's stunned right now.
Hope this helps.
Iron Man's like, all right, let's do this. I have blood magic, which is weird, but I have it. Now, we have a guy in range here.
Here we go.
How many are going to attack her? Only one, it looks like. What I want to do is get some guys in range of this pole. So what I might do is actually have her back off. And then let's see what they... Actually, do I want to do any redraws? That's a chain ability. That's super good. Actually, I have 2 surgical strikes. Next turn is going to be fun.
Hydra, Immortalis!
It didn't work the first time either.
Stop shooting me.
Might have hit my head.
I am a wall.
Uh-oh, he's shielding up.
The more the merrier.
Alright, he's stunned, so he can't, I could Holy Flame here. Is Holy Flame... Nah, it's not gonna do a knockback. Slash will do a knockback, though. Alright, let's kill this guy. And knock him back into the shield guy, alright? Let's start with that. That broke his shield.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Okay, Iron Man's online. Here we go. Surgical strike. 3-way chain here. Tag your targets. 1, 2. Oh, this guy's just out of range. 3.
I don't do this for just anyone.
So when do the rest of us get power armor?
When do the rest of us get power armor? Never. Alright, Holy Lance.
Is that truly your best?
I do have a little bit of movement left. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Iron Man, and I'm going to move him back towards the other characters. And then maybe we can bring him in range of this pole. Alright, bad guys, you come to me.
The enemy has the upper hand.
Now I owe you one.
Now, if you're wondering if it's possible to create a tank with taunt, the answer to that is
I
yes.
think I need a break.
We should be okay. We're gonna kill these guys. We have a curse and we have a swarm. This guy has 20 HP left. Let's swarm him. Wait, is that... What's going on here? Why is Iron Man blinking? Oh, that guy's gonna blow up. That's why. I'm like, why are these guys blinking death? Because, yeah, this dude's gonna blow himself up. That's why. Let's step outside of his blast radius. All right, swarm. Actually, no, let's do this first. Iron Man, I will position you here. Actually, no, well, I'll have to do... Nope, I'm changing my mind. I'm gonna swarm. When he... Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna swarm him. All right.
You asked for it.
Now that was something.
Yeah, it was. All right, blast time. And we're gonna make him run into the electricity thingy.
This shouldn't take long.
That's one shipment Hydra won't be receiving.
So there you go. That's a look at the combat in the game. It's very, very fun. Yeah, like the combat, the animations are great, the visuals are great, any VO they pop in is fantastic. The amount of thinking you have to do, especially with like the knockbacks and the environment, is like, okay, if I hit this guy here and then knock him into this, it's gonna do this much damage. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun. So again, for anybody who's familiar with XCOM, when you get done with a mission, you can do like a photo thing. In this game, you can create a comic book cover. So that's pretty cool. But no, like I said, you can customize the heroes, and you can say, I want you to be a tank, DPS, support. I want you to have these abilities, and you can just go crazy with doing that type of customization. So the next thing we're going to talk about is like pretty much everything else that's in the game. And I'll fully admit when I say that a lot of this other stuff feels a little bit tacked on, and I'm a little bit confused as to why they decided to do it. And it seems to me they took a look at games like Persona and like the hangout mechanics and all that fun stuff. So, towards the start of the video, I mentioned that you're at this location called the Abbey. And here's the actual map. So let me step outside here for just a second. Because you can walk around in third person, and there's like a massive area to explore. If I can get the map, there we go. This area is like crazy, and there's all kinds of hidden things in there. You will sometimes run into quests out here. There's actually a quick travel system, and it's like I'm surprised at like how big this is and how much exploration is. Earlier I was talking about the swimsuit thing. There's your pool area. You can go down there, then you can hang out and put on your swimsuit. It's kind of crazy. Inside the Abbey itself, there's a number of locations. So, like, here is your room. And this room can actually be customized. So you go to the wardrobe here, and you're actually unlocking currency as you play. So you actually have room customization and room upgrades. So you can, like, straight up, when you put items down, like, so I have the bed down, you can, like, choose different colors for the bed. Or if we back up and we go to room upgrades, there's like all these things you can put in the room. And I find this system to be very strange in a game like this. And I'm wondering why they put it in. But if you're somebody who likes systems like this, then you'll probably love it. But it's just kind of one of those weird little side deals. But let's go ahead and head on down to this room. So this is the forge. This is an area where you can unlock more abilities, and you can do upgrades, and you can do research. So again, sorry, I'm going to keep saying it, but if you're familiar with XCOM, and there was a place on the ship where you could go to keep doing research to get better items, that's exactly what this is. Also, there's a dog here.
Good girl, Charlie.
Yes, you can pet the dog. Actually, there's a path in the hunter's progression where you can actually take the dog out on the combat missions. So here real quick, the game does run a day-night cycle, and it's actually nighttime, so I can't really do much right now. So I'm actually going to have to go to sleep and start the next day, and then I can show you some more stuff. So we had a good rest there. And I think I mentioned this earlier.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank. But I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
So I believe I did mention this earlier, but if you want to change the look of your character, you are able to do that. So, going back down here to the forge here real quick. Just wanted to give you a brief look at kind of what this looks like. So here we have our research area. And based on your research level, you can research more things. So, the research area is run by Doctor Strange and Tony Stark. No big surprise there. So, we actually got a gamma coil during that mission. So, let's actually go ahead and analyze this.
Starting coil extraction process.
So, this is one way
Except you're welcome.
to get new abilities. Oh, heads up. Give 42 block to Iron Man or an ally.
I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway.
It's a pretty good
Third
card.
state of matter, indeed.
Restore. Restore all health. And then we got a heal and an inspire. So both of these are new cards that I don't have. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these. We'll get rid of the other two.
Don't forget to write.
This station over here allows you to craft combat items, such as heals, taunts, redraws, that sort of stuff. But yeah, this game has a lot of systems, and I mean a lot of systems. I don't even know if I can cover all of them in this video. Over here, this is the area where you can go to upgrade abilities. So I can actually go to upgrade ability.
Back again.
Let's go to my character here. So, let's see here. It looks like Fortify here. So you can see the current ability versus what the upgrade is going to be. And you'll also notice up in that upper right, there's currencies. These are all earned in-game. So, yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade that Fortify.
New and improved.
So you do that not only for your cards, but all of the other heroes as well. I think somebody wanted to talk. Oh, yeah. Captain Marvel wants to talk. Oh, it's actually a help hero, which is another system in the game. This is another way of customizing the heroes.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
So it says here, I know your childhood wasn't easy, or wasn't an easy one. Lilith, the collar, your powers. How does a kid deal with all that? So we have two options here, and based on the option that we choose, that determines essentially our reward. So the other thing here is right here, it says Hunter Dark ability and Hunter Light ability. In this playthrough, I'm doing a light side Hunter, so I have to go the bottom option. Also, we're getting resilience, 10 resilience. So in this case, it's customizing me, not Captain Marvel. So the relationship system is another big factor in the game. As you become more friendly with the different heroes, essentially they will become better. Oh, there's like a big pool party down here. They're all hanging out in their
Hey.
What's going on over here, guys?
Supervillains rampaging through a major metropolitan area is just like everyday news here in the 21st century. You'll get used to it eventually.
Thanks. I think. Let's go back over to here for just a second. So, as I was saying, building relationships is a big part of the game. And there's many, many different things that you can do to actually build those relationships. So one of them is actually here in the sparring yard. I can do daily sparring. And you can see right here, choose a training partner And I can say I want to train with, let's say, magic.
Let's see if you're as good as they say.
And we'll begin sparring.
You are a capable opponent.
So I got +1 training XP, 3 friendship XP, and then epic combat bonus. Environmental attacks deal plus 75% damage for magic. Training level to level 3. There we go. Hey, Blade, where'd you go? He's like, I'm at the pool. Leave me alone.
Do you remember the bells, kiddo? What? Venom may have taken us by surprise once, but that's all it was. A surprise. I have a feeling things will be different this time.
Yeah, maybe.
I've done some danger room training at the X-Mansion, and you were much more challenging. You are here to ask me something?
Your portals, how exactly do they work?
I wave my sword, it rips a hole through space-time, and you walk through it. What else do you want to know?
So we have a light choice here, a dark choice, or a down the middle choice. We'll go light.
But is the portal stable?
About as stable as I am.
So it is not going to crumble all around us?
Look at me. Do I give off the vibe that I'm going to fall apart? Actually, don't answer that. Ugh, fine, I'll tell you how it works if it'll make you feel better. I use my sword to create circles of light called stepping discs.
And these discs are the portals we use to teleport?
Basically. They also double as a party trick for birthdays.
You are joking.
What gave it away?
So we have a +1 to our light balance. Cool. Another little system we have over here, and this is another system from XCOM, where you are able to send heroes on operations.
Tell me you found something good.
And then they will come back with loot. So we actually just found something here, so we'll decipher that.
We'll cut through that encryption in no time. Here's the latest from Hydra World.
Okay, so we'll continue that.
Tony
So
and
now-
Dr. Strange may think they're the epicenter of our operations, but we all know this is where the real magic happens.
So we'll go to Hero Ops
We're
here.
ready to make a move.
An epic hero ability expires in 5 days. Level 5. So I'm gonna send. Let's send Blade on this mission.
You can owe me one.
So he'll go and do the mission, come back, and hopefully be successful.
See you soon.
But I know I'm kind of throwing a lot
We've got a situation
at
rapidly
you in
developing.
a
I'll
very
be in
short amount of
contact soon,
time,
Doctor.
but this game, like I said, it has so many different systems. It's crazy. But let me just kind of give you my final thoughts on this. Both the good and the bad. One, the game is very story heavy at times. The first like 4 or 5 hours of this game are a very slow burn. It's literally like the first hour is do combat for 5 minutes and then near an hour of story. And then the second hour is do 1 combat and then near an hour of story. And like I said, that repeats for like the first 4 or 5 hours. But then after that, it starts to finally open up and you can pick and choose what you want to do. And that's where the game starts getting really good. Firaxis is not really known for its like deep storytelling and that sort of thing. And so one of the complaints that I've seen from other people about this is, you know, visually when you look at this game, when you look at like even the dialogue piece that we just had, you know, it looks like it could have come from a game from like 5 years ago or maybe even a little bit more. And for me, I think it's just because it's a studio that is making this game, and this is the most story driven, the most dialogue heavy game that they've ever made. And you're just kind of getting what you're getting because of that. You know, it's not God of War, it's not Horizon Forbidden West, it's not Plague's Tale. You know, like one of the big story-driven games that came out this year that has just like so much money into voice acting and dialogue and facial tech and all that fun stuff. So I give them props for what they're trying to do in this game, because it's much more than anything that they've tried to do in the past, right? So, but I would say that is a little bit of a weak spot in the game. If you're not a Marvel fan, I don't know if you would like this game. Like, I would think you probably wouldn't. The combat is super good, but I don't think the game can live on the combat alone. It's got to be the full package. And I do think there's a lot of other questionable decisions in the game. Like I said, the being able to like customize rooms and the hangout stuff and the exploration. It seems to me like they were just trying to fill content, when I wish they would have done it a different way, perhaps. Like, there's nothing wrong with XCOM 2 and the way that XCOM 2 does things, right? But other than that, I'm really enjoying the game. I'm a big Marvel fan. The combat part of it is absolutely fantastic. It's a great combat system with a lot of options. The customization you can do with the characters and the abilities and the level up and the relationship system and all that is like fantastic. But it's whether or not the rest of it would drag it down to where you wouldn't want to play it, or you might give up on the game. So there's a weird balance there. Because yeah, if you look at something like XCOM 2, it's like you would do a mission, you'd go back to the ship, very quickly research, gear, level up, boom, you're right into another mission. And this game is not like that. This is like you do a mission, and then it's like, all right, let's walk around the Abbey, let's talk to people, let's explore. Oh, now we can go do another mission. Oh, now we come back and, you know, we research, we sleep. You do that kind of stuff. But if you're asking yourself whether or not you should buy the game, I would say that, like I said, if you're not a Marvel fan, I don't think you're going to like it. But if you are a Marvel fan and you're a Firaxis fan, then I think the game would be right down your alley. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I have not beaten it. I'm like very far from beating it. So we'll see what my opinion is once everything is said and done. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is Marvel Midnight Suns. For those who are watching on YouTube, thank you all so much for watching. And we will see you guys in the next one.